A lot of bad shiznit, clearly.
Smells like smoke and death.
Yeah, what Caden said. Smoke and death equals death. A lot of death happened. Dang. And burning. Dang. And a lot of gas bag shooting. Actually, does he say the gas bag line? If you kill them first? I don't know. We'll see. Does he say it before you, after you kill them? Aw, dang. Okay, he talks about what those things are. They're called gas bags, and that's all I remember about what he says about them. Whoopsie, wrong thing. Need Q to put them away, put them away. Alrighty.
Oh god, what happened here?
Ooh. Lasers. The distance, man. It's so great. I really do like the graphics of this game. They aged very well for the age of this game, IMO. The atmosphere. They nailed atmosphere. They nail atmosphere even more in 2. And in 3, too, I'd say. 3 as well. It's a great series. In fact, including 3, in my opinion. We'll get there when we get there. It'll be a while. But, yeah. Whoopsie. That's a shotgun. Snipper rifle's much more A in character. B, something Fifer would use. Now, my aim is not canon. Fifer is actually good with the sniper rifle, just so you know. That's why I want to practice so I can be better at it. Man, I should be able to... Fifer would be able to shoot this thing, nobody's business. No matter how much it moves around. I'll get better, I'll work on it. Click on a talent to spend points and improve that ability. Mouse over a talent for more information. Select each squad member to spend their points. Alrighty. So, I'm going to give her max assault rifles. I can't give her sniper points yet. Which is not in canon. Like, by this age, in canon Fifer would be a snipper rifle grill. 2 to max, but oh well. I'm gonna give her a point in charm and intimidate for now. Actually, I'm gonna give her 2 in each because I don't really know what kinds of options she's gonna be using. She's rather fickle, I'd say. She's gonna be using probably a good mix of Paragon and Renegade. You can see that here already. So, Caden, I will give him some more. I guess some more. Actually, wait, I think I'll max his first aid for now, because that'll be real useful, because I even sometimes tend to lose health in this difficulty pretty easily, so. It's actually not an easy game, I'd say. And this difficulty is definitely harder than other easy difficulties I've seen in games and that I've played, because I tend to be a story person. In some games I just want to play to experience and not have to challenge myself or think much, to be honest, at times. Just kind of get into a flow of experience and have an interactive story going on that I don't have to really try too hard to get through. Oh yeah, I'll also start getting into his decryption. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put his decryption up to the max, because there's gonna be like a lot of decryption for a lot of the game, and pretty early on you're gonna start hitting areas where it's gonna be difficult, where there's gonna be decrypted boxes that are pretty, like, you know, you'll have to upgrade it at least a little bit. So I want to make sure that I upgrade it as much as I can. Basically every single level that he gets. So until I can get the person with decryption I'll probably be using, who we'll meet later. Just practice for snipper rifling. Now, snipper rifling will become easier later. There will be less of this inherent sway in the game here later on, once I upgrade the Gauto snipers, because she would be good at them. For now, though, it's a nice little challenge, honestly, to snipe with these. with that kind of sway going on. Also, Rip Jenkins. At this point, I can't even muster like a shocked, you know, kind of fakeage, and I would rather not do that anyway, because I've played this game so many times, I knew Jenkins was gonna die, so, I mean, shrug. Anyway, and I'm not gonna sit here and assume, yeah, you guys must have known either. That's why I didn't really allude to it earlier. Because I know that there's a lot of people, I am one of these people. I tend to watch Let's Plays of games I haven't touched, just because I'm interested. I either want to experience the story, even if I don't feel like I'm going to play the game, especially from the lens of someone that I enjoy watching and respect the opinion of, or I just want to see if the game's for me at all. Usually it's actually the former. So I actually am not bothered by spoilers because I go into those being like, yeah, okay, I don't really know if I'm... This game doesn't look like my gameplay cup of tea, but the story, it looks interesting. So I tend to go to those Let's Plays to experience the story and then move on, you know? That's what I tend to do. So that I'm not using money or pirating games just to experience a story, and I don't know if, even if I don't know I'm going to get into the game, you know. That, and also, Let's Plays tend to be my television pretty much entirely. So, you know, I'm always looking for new series. Anyway, he deserves a burial.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Yeah, she's really upset about it, but she's always trying to keep her cool until she can't anymore. Rip Fifer. Hashtag Rip Fifer, everyone. I want that to be trending at some point, somewhere, in some way. Because, gosh darn, it's the truest thing. She's got a lot of things to deal with. In any world I put her in, I kinda like putting her through torture, if I'm gonna be honest. There we go. That felt good. It felt good to snip or riffle those goys. Wing. Alrighty, Nihilist, don't die like Jenkins. Whoops, I jinxed it. Yeah, at this point I'm like, what's the point of not foreshadowing? Oy, that probably was a spoiler for some people, but like, I don't know, I wanted to make that joke, so I did. Feel a little bad about doing it now, though. Whoopsie. Alright, so, more sniper practice. More sniper practice. I'm not going to switch to my previous weapon. Okay, I will just to clear this. There we go. But then I'll go back to my snipper just because I'm practicing using the snipper rifle. Weh! Feels good, man. Also, I really like the cover. It's kind of immersive, and I kind of feel like a super epic covert BDS when I use it. I know there's an enemy over there, but I wanted to snipper rifle that gas bag. Priorities. The only priorities that are only really feasible in this difficulty. Because this game's honestly pretty brutal IMO, but I'm not, like, a mega, ultra, super, ultra, mega good gamer. And I don't even try to be. I probably could be more than I am, but I'm less of a... I want to play the game really good, more of a... I just want to enjoy it and play it how I want. And a lot of times the way that I want is not optimal, quote-unquote, but it's fun. So... And here's Ashley. Kind of like her, definitely like every other character almost, more than her. Especially squad mate. Same with Caden, honestly. Caden's just kind of there. And while I relate to Ashley in a few ways, and I kind of like her as a character, and I kind of like her type of character, there's better ones like her-ish in the game. And there's definitely better female characters that have kind of an edge to them like she does, in my opinion. More along the lines of my actual taste in characters. And then, oh gosh, in 2 there certainly is. Oh man. I love Mass Effect 2. And 3. I honestly love the series. It's good. I'm really hyped for 2, but man, I'm enjoying this.
You the one in charge here, ma'am?
You okay?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns. Nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit.
Well,
We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
fighting these things?
Any idea what kind of enemy we're facing?
I think they're Geth.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
Join
We
us.
could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
Lego.
Move out!
Also, I just received a Banshee 3, which means I can upgrade my snipper rifle, and they're all, or my assault rifle, and there might actually be other ones. Back. Okay, it wants me to equip a pistol for like no gosh darn reason. I mean, yeah, gosh darn reason, tutorial reason, but any other snipper rifles? By the way, is there anything I can put on my snipper rifle? Yeah, more heat absorption for a snipper rifle is nice, because they use a lot of heat. Also, I like the heat in this game versus the clips in ME2. I really feel like ME2 should have, like, I wonder if there's, like, a mod that does an energy thing, but I don't know, I haven't heard about it. Although I haven't really dug into Mass Effect modding at all. Maybe that's something to do in the future. Anywho, I really do love the immersion of this series, the aesthetics, the tech aesthetics, everything. It's so cool. The cover system, the immersion of how you explore and the way places look. Oh yeah, this is definitely a snipper rifle territory right here. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to just remember the directions. There we go. Yeah, it's down from assault for sniper. Oh yeah, that's way better anyway. I was gonna press R, but that would throw a grenade in this game. I feel good about not trying to reload in this game with no clips. That I just talked about the absence of clips too. I just like how the energy just kinda definitely make sure you don't run out of ammo, because running out of ammo sucks in every game. I think most gamers would agree with that. I honestly feel like ammo is... I mean, it's... All I know is that it's satisfying to reload to me sometimes, for some reason. I just like the sort of click of it, you know, I don't know. But at the same time, I love games like Doom, you know, just if I want to just... Because there is no reload mechanic. Now, there's still ammo. And yeah, it does kind of feel weird to me to not have ammo in something. Like, almost arcadey and primitive, but that's probably because the standard for any game with guns in it is ammo. Well, because, you know, that's how they work in real life, but does that have to be how they work in games? I mean, well, clearly not, because they work differently here, and they could have continued that for 2 and 3, but sadly they didn't. They have ammo in 2 and 3, like normal shooters, and 2 and 3 progressed more into like mainstream shooter direction and less away from the RPG exploration direction this game had. And then Andromeda was just a mess. That had things I liked, and I'm sure I will be covering Andromeda on this channel as well, but that is for the future, like after 3 future, and who knows what other games, possibly.
The beacon was right here. It must
First.
have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
Any survivors?
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Alrighty, let's go.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Alrighty then. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Oh boy. That's not a pleasant sight at all. Poor human beings.
Oh god, they're still alive.
Well, former human beings at this
What
point.
did the Geth do to them?
No, they're not really still alive. They're more like reanimated with electronics or something. Because the Geth literally create freaking tech zombies. It's a bit terrifying. Tiny, little tiny bit terrifying. No, it's more like Reaper stuff, right? The husk spikes are a Reaper tech. I think I remember. Perimeter secured indeed, but ouchie. I feel like I remember there should be someone else. Unless that's... No, I think that's up ahead. I remember there's a building off to the left. Oh, yeah, it's after this one. But I sometimes miss it. I was making sure I wasn't doing that time. Whoop, I want to reduce things omni-gel. I want to take my weird butterfingers and press the right button. There are just times where I press the wrong button. It's real easy for me to do. There's just times where I'm more prone to that. Like, for example, I tend to get caught on terrain a lot in this game, but honestly I feel like part of that is due to how the game is designed. There's a lot of tight corridors and things in your way, and it's kind of easy to get yourself caught on a ledge, or run into a ledge, or run into something in your path, because there's a lot of shiznit in your path. I don't know. There's a lot of tight and closed spaces in this game, and I feel like in 2 and 3 it's the same, that I still run into things a lot. Just depends on how a game is designed. Some I end up running into a lot of things. Oh, did I actually never... Oops. I never actually talked to those people inside that building.
Saren.
Whoops. Can I now? I hope so. I never even talked to that dock worker person either, though. Are we there yet? No, we're not there. Are we?
This isn't your mission, Saren.
Whoopsie.
What are you doing here?
The council thought you could use some help on this one.
Hopefully I can go back and do that. If
Wasn't
not, I might just
expecting to find
literally
the
just
Geth here.
reload the
The
save.
situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
And... yeah, boy. Can I still go talk to those people or not?
That door. It's closed. Security lock's engaged.
I think I can. But now there's just ominous music. I never did this before, I don't think.
Humans.
So, okay, thank God.
Thank the Maker.
Thank the Maker indeed.
Close the door before they come back.
You're safe.
Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Honestly, I feel like Fifer would be like, you know, okay, these two are safe. I don't know what's up with that guy, but it's not really her business, and she knows she needs to get moving, especially now.
Williams.
Because I
take us to the
accidentally triggered the
spaceport.
cutscene
Can't
first
stop it.
before going
Nobody
here.
can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
You know what's scary is
Hush, Manuel, go lie
he ends
down.
up being a
You'll feel
prophet,
better once the medication
especially if you played 3. Like the whole what he's saying is basically a sort of foreshadow of the major plot of this game, which I always found was like woo uncanny. Anyway.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
It's a big old Geth ship. I've always liked the designs. They're really cool, and ominous, epic looking. Actually, is that a Reaper? I think those are Reapers, not Geth ships. Pretty sure that's Sovereign, I do believe. Unless it's actually a Geth ship, and I'm just a herd eater. But I swear that's what Reapers look like. We'll see, I guess. See, and the main reason I'm doing easy is because, like, honestly, I still get challenged by easy. I'm just, you know, Whether that makes me a bad gamer or not doesn't matter, because I'm here for the story. I still enjoy the out of these games, even though I'm not good at them, because you don't need to be good at them to enjoy them. And there's a lot more to this game than a challenge, and that's the games I've always liked, because I've never been great at gaming. I have a lot of mental difficulties that make it hard for me to be good at video games. But I still get a lot from them, and there are a few that I could say I'm good now, but after practice, that tends to take longer than a lot of people. But at this point, I'm very comfortable with that fact, and I enjoy the out of video games regardless. So, you know. Anywho, Durgan ramble over with. Let's go. Continue. Go. Oh yeah, see, that's the place I always forget about, because it's like way out of the way here. Like, you know, you come down here, you have to shoot at stuff over there, right? And so your pointer is pointed that way. It's really hard to miss this little thing in an alcove of rock over here, and I've done it so many times, and I almost did it again, but it's more people, and I want to make sure they're safe, especially because what if that spreads right in there? That would not be good for them. Alright. I usually try to straight shot it, but I know that later puzzles really don't allow you to do that.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
It's safe.
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Alright, well they're safe too, and again, she doesn't really feel like she should ask anything of them. We're gonna keep going.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
What's going on?
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
Okay, she doesn't really care much about the fact that smuggling was going on here. Like what?
What kind of packages?
I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Would she really manipulate them? I don't see a reason for her to. She'd probably just think.
This should help. Let's move out.
Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, she has a pretty high sense of morality, especially taking stuff from people, manipulating people. And the thing is, even the Paragon option in this is like a nice way of manipulating people. That's what actually quite a few Paragon options are. You know, there's a few Paragon options that allow you to get more of something, and it's just another form of manipulation. And I don't know, I don't condone doing that. It doesn't seem like a Paragon-y thing to do, because the purpose is always to get more stuff out of them regardless. I don't know, it doesn't seem right for a Paragon to even do at all. The way that I like to play Paragon, there's a lot of discrepancies in like meanings, in like, you know, the types of things that qualify as a Paragon or a Renegade action, or in like Jade Empire's case, a closed fist or open palm action, or in KOTOR's case, a light side or dark side action. See, these BioWare games, I've always loved the morality systems to a degree, but just a lot of the choices don't really line up with each other. It's like just this jumbled mess of vaguely goodish and vaguely baddish things that oftentimes are debatable if they're even goodish or baddish. So, if some of them are very clear-cut, some of them are not. And if it's defined what a Paragon... I don't think it's ever defined really what a Paragon or a Renegade is in game terms, in any way. However, there is essentially definitions of open palm and closed fist in closed fist in Jade Empire, because they're basically morality paths that apparently monks are just free to take, or something like that, or you know, I don't know, they're just accepted ways of doing stuff. Basically, they both are actually, but closed fist, the way it's presented is more like a, you know, almost Darwinist, not even almost, very Darwinist sort of like,
Wait, don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
You know, fires of perdition type thing of the strong will survive and the weak won't, and I don't remember exactly, but basically the way it's presented, it's not like a selfish thing. It's just based on this philosophy of letting everyone fight for, of letting everyone fight for themselves. But a lot of the close fist options are just downright evil. But it's not really like that. It's not really apparently lore-wise like that. And I think the open palm has its own discrepancies as well. I don't know, I feel like these morality systems could be more consistent, at least. And if I ever make an RPG, I want to be part of a team that makes a AAA type game like this. That'd be a dream of mine. And I'd love to be a writer. And as someone on the writing team, I'd really like to be in charge of, or at least have a big part in creating a morality system that just is better than the BioWare's ways of doing it. I want to design a system where all the choices are very clear-cut as to why they are being made and why they are being assigned a good or bad thing, and maybe I'd like to have some sort of in-betweenness as well. That's kind of a gray path that also has its own benefits too. That'd be pretty cool. I always am thinking about this kind of stuff when I play these games, because I really feel like I'm destined to create these kind of interactive stories, because I think about it all the time. I also do forum roleplay, and I also do some tabletop, at least I used to, and I intend to do some more. It's just creating interactive stories and that kind of thing has always been something that I'm passionate about, and I love seeing how games with a lot of choice do it. And I'd really love to make something out of this, and that's part of why I made this channel, is to kind of put my thoughts about all this out there and consolidate it, and also just to enjoy these kind of games for a greater audience, and also maybe to have another motivator to play more of these kind of games all the way through. Partly just to teach myself a lot of this stuff, have a lot of examples, and inspirations for the things that I want to do. You need to be more careful.
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
Yeah, and she'd
I'm sorry, I
exactly
was hiding
snap just like
from those
that.
creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
Because after a coup's good people dying she can't fucking handle it. So, yeah.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
What about the beacon? That's very important.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
Well, at this point, Fifer's not going to waste any more time if Saren's already on his way over there, so let's keep going.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Poor Ming. Also, there's more right here. He really did need to get away from all this, because there's enemies right here. More death right the heck here. Oy. I keep wanting to press R to reload, but that's just gonna throw a grenade. I'm so glad I'm at least thinking before I do it now. That was hard for me up until a few days ago. Last week or so when I played this game. And it might still be hard for me from time to time, but who knows. Oh yeah, that's right. It's trying to make me, not even trying, it is making me use Caden's throw for reasons oh Jesus, he's almost a dead boy. I hope it doesn't kill him, or else, like, what are we gonna do? Okay, it's not letting it kill Caden, because that would just destroy the whole tutorial. I'm trying to make him throw, unless that's not what he wanted us to... Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's actually... Oh, yeah, okay, I was too late on that. And see, this is one of these derp moments that probably should make it very clear why even normal, for anyone who's played this game before, is kind of a bad deal for me. Because I just get spacey, and I don't play this game very well. There's games where I'm intuitively better at it despite my brain, but this game isn't one of those. I have to play on this difficulty, essentially. Normal is too hard for me at times. It really is. Because the way that this game makes you want to use your brain, and also the systems that are rather clunky, like, I feel like I should have been able... Oh, yeah. I also... Oh, yeah. It's down from Salt for Sniper. Yeah, like, Sniper is probably the thing to use if I can't really hit something with my Assault, and it's also what Fifer would use most. But I'm so used to playing Soldier and using 90% Assault Rifle. It's just a living, you know, it's a habit that I'm gonna kick for this Let's Play at one point or another. We'll see how soon.